Where are we and what do we have going on
Made
here?
myself a big sandwich. Very good. We're in North Dakota. We got to Theodore Roosevelt National Park. But the southern part, like this painted canyon thing, we're gonna check out. And then maybe we'll head to the north section too. It's like an hour away. It's much quieter. We might camp at the north one. I think it's free, and here is $20. We'll see how we're doing on time.
Tell us about this massive sandwich.
Oh, I got provolone cheese, Cajun spiced turkey breast, kimchi, and pickles. And on the fresh sourdough bread that we got at the bakery. Good sandwich.
We're about to walk into the visitor center and we just noticed something interesting, that my phone and Evan's phone had two different times on them. So I Googled it and apparently the north entrance where we just were, or the north unit, is in central time. The south unit is in mountain time. One's central, one's mountain. So
We're not near the center and we're not near the mountains right now. So I don't know how they can both be applicable right now. I know that I just ate a sandwich, so that means it's lunchtime for me. I don't know what that translates into the time of day, but is it 2:55 or 3:55?
Yep, I'm just glad it's a Sunday, so Evan is not working, so he doesn't have to worry about what time his work calls are on the East Coast. We're about to watch a little movie called Refuge of the American Spirit.
Little Bison movie.
Don't sleep on Teddy Roosevelt National Park. This place is amazing. We've seen more wildlife here than we have in the last like 4 parks combined. Totally unexpected. We saw prairie dogs, of course. We have seen like 3 large herds of bison. Nothing like historically large herds, but compared to what we've seen so far. And we just got to see a herd of wild horses. And they all crossed the street together as they stood up on this mountainside and they crossed. It was just beautiful. We just got to our campsite for the night and the van is parked right over there. We are walking distance to a bathroom, which is very convenient. And we parked in a place where we saw a lot of bison moving around earlier today. So we are hoping they will maybe roam through our campsite tonight or in the morning or something. That'd be really cool. And then tomorrow we continue our drive across North Dakota. We just woke up, got all packed up, and we have a big drive today, like 3/4 of the way across the state. We are headed to Jamestown, North Dakota. We are about halfway through our drive. We just pulled off in Bismarck, North Dakota to go to the gym. The gym and a shower was a really nice way to break up this long drive today. And now we are at
Ichiban Ramen, little ramen chain, because we're in a somewhat real place.
Yeah.
So we'll get some somewhat real food.
Crash into me. We'll get some food and then we'll get back on the road. We just got to our harvest host, which is the North American Bison Society or something. So we're about to go in and check it out. We're in. We've got our stickers, we bought our ticket, and we're about to watch a movie. The American Bison, Then and Now.
Weigh more than 2,000 pounds, and yet jump 6 feet high and amazingly reach speeds of 40 miles an hour while on a dead run.
We finished our tour of the bison farm and we are just gonna chill out in the van for the rest of the night. I'm gonna do some editing over here and Evan is playing his game a little bit and we're gonna call it a night. We are on the road headed to Fargo. We had a nice slow morning and got the van packed up and then went to a coffee shop and worked for like an hour to try to make a dent in some stuff. And now we have a fun day planned in Fargo. Our first stop is gonna be for an early lunch. We're gonna get some nice leaves from this place, and then where are we going?
There's this community orchard garden thing where they invite people to just come and harvest the produce or fruits or vegetables that are in season. And well, there's apples in season.
Yeah,
some
apples and maybe late season plums.
plums. So we'll go there, see what they got, and pick just enough for us, which is like 3 or 4 pieces of fruit. That's all we can fit in the van.
This isn't as much of a fruit yielding walk as we thought it would be, but it's still a very nice stroll to break up the drive today. Lots of crab apples. Evan has been very brave and tasted them all. Which was better, the red or the yellow?
I guess the yellow. I don't know, the red was just really sour. The yellow wasn't sour, it just tasted bad. So, I don't know, maybe they're just not ripe or overripe.
We're here at the Fargo Air Museum.
Climbed inside a plane. They said that we could sit inside the plane, so we're sitting in here. It's kind of tight, but it's cozy. Seats are comfy.
We had a very nice, mellow afternoon. We sat in the parking lot of the Fargo Air Museum, and we worked for a while, made a dent in the rest of our work for the week, and then we walked around the museum. It was very neat. There were 2 separate hangars. There were lots of historical things. We did some little audio guides to learn more about specific planes and missiles and uniforms and everything. It was pretty cool. And the planes, like, aren't just museum exhibits. Like, they had oil pans underneath them. They were leaking oil. It smelled really strongly of aircraft in that room. So it was pretty interesting. And it was right next to this, to like an active airstrip. So yeah, we walked around those 2 hangars and it was pretty cool. So now we are
at Planet Fitness. We're gonna go work out a little bit, take a little shower, and settle in for the night. We are back at our sleep spot. Got a little Noodles and Company dinner, and they gave me a free Rice Krispie for a survey that I lied on. And Joey's back there editing some videos and getting the bed ready. And I'm up here just hanging out.
Good morning. We just got the van all packed up. Evan made us some nice PB&Js, and we got some coffees for the road. Before we leave North Dakota, we wanted to tell you our favorite parts about it. So, my favorite part was walking out of the campsite bathroom and seeing that bison like 25 yards away. That's about as close to a bison as I would like to be, but it was really cool seeing him stroll next to the van and how big he is in comparison to our little van. So that was my favorite part. What about you?
It's pretty great. I think that entire Teddy Roosevelt National Park was just phenomenal. Really blew us away. We did not expect like a great national park. Maybe it's like North Dakota. Not many people go to this one.
Nobody talks about this. Everybody talks about
it. And it was just fantastic. Like, it blew us away with all the wildlife, all the scenery. Yeah, that was just a spectacular part of North Dakota that we really enjoyed.
Yeah, so it turns out North Dakota was a really great state. I'd recommend coming here for sure. Next stop is Minnesota.